Two tracts available, a 5-acre and 8-acre in Blount County, Alabama. Hey everyone, it's Chad Camp, your Alabama land agent, and this is part one of 2 videos about these properties we have in Blount County, Alabama. In part 1, you're going to learn about 2 tracts that we have available. One's a 5-acre and the other is an 8-acre tract. And the pricing is at the end of the video for each of these tracts that's available. But the first tract, which is a 5-acre, has a home on it, has a nice pastured area for horses or cows. We do have some restrictions that we will have on this tract. And then we have the other tract, which is an 8-acre, has an old home on it as well as a pond site. There's a pond that's used to be there. It's dry right now, and you'll see that in the video, but it's nearly a half an acre, but it's probably just needs some work on it. And 2, we just didn't have a lot of rain this year in the summertime, but just watch the remaining of this video and also be looking for part 2 for the other tracts that are south of the road on Highway 132. And again, just be sure to see specific link to these properties. You can find that. Also in the comments, I'll be sure to have the link as well. So be looking for that. It's going to be pinned at the top. But the pricing's at the end of the video, so enjoy the remaining part of this part 1. Thanks. This property, again, is located in Blount County, Alabama. It's just outside of Aniana on 132. And you can cut across 132 and go through Altoona and hit 278 and go down to Atala. But these are a few of the details on the property. This is Tract 1. It's 5.79 acres. It's got a tremendous amount of road frontage. It includes this older home that you're seeing now, as well as some outbuildings on the property. And, you know, this is just a really nice place to build a house or 2. We do have some restrictions you're going to see at the end of the video that will tell you some of the do's and don'ts on the property, just because we have, you know, in this video of part 1, we have 2 tracts that we're offering. And then we're going to be posting a part 2 that's got the south tracts that are 2 tracts available as well. Now, there's public water on this road here. This is an older home, obviously, as it said, built in around 1925, according to the tax records and everything. But you do have these outbuildings on the property that's going to come with the property. Now, you could, you know, try your hands if you're very handy at fixing up the house, or you could just remove it all and really have a nice homestead. But the restrictions do allow you to have cattle and horses, but a certain amount of limits, because you do have a certain amount of property available to be able to do that on, because, you know, we'd like to see you to have a little mini farm and enjoy it and have a garden here, because it would be great to be able to do that. But just a really beautiful area, as you can tell from this aerial shot. We're going to go out into the pasture area and kind of give you an idea, but there is a little transmission line that does come across the property, but it doesn't really affect the use as far as if your plans are to have some animals on the property. That's not going to affect it at all, because you see this scenario all the time on farms. Now, you know, obviously if you fence the back portion, cross fence it, you'll have to put a gate where Alabama Power could come in here and actually service the lines if they needed to. But this is a beautiful area, as you can tell. We're looking back in the direction towards the older home in Highway 132. We're coming over closer to the corner there, and this is the good shot there. Is that little icon hits that little area there? That's about where we were just seconds ago. And then that's where we are now, looking back towards tract number 2 there, looking back up towards on tract 1. But tract 2 is 8.49 acres. It's got a tremendous amount of road frontage. As you just saw, there is an older pond on the property that gives you the depth there, 246 feet back. But there's the older pond. We've had a drought this year. You can look back in older aerial photos and see that it did have water there on the property, but you know, it's got the capability. It's just we just hadn't had the rain. That's the biggest part of most of that. But this is an older home, as you saw in the details. The approximate age of the home was like 1950s. It's 950 square feet, but it's, you know, this could be fixer-upper project if you wanted to, or just tear it down and build, because there's actually two nice home sites, including that one. But you got a home site here on this side of the older pond. But look at that view. That is an amazing view, and you have an amazing view on the other side of that pond. But we're going to make our way, and we're going to walk inside that pond, kind of give you an idea. And it would be a very deep pond. It's probably 4 or 5 deep at points when you get there and you're looking at the dam height on that. So it probably needs some work, probably could hold, but we had a drought. So you have to kind of take that as what it is, because we're selling all the properties as is. Now, to go inside the homes, you're going to need a realtor, me or another agent, to come out and show the property to you. So be mindful of that. You know, don't show up thinking that you're going to go inside. You really need to have a realtor there because we're selling it as is. And when you get on the property, you know, you come walking the property. If you fall and get hurt, you know, that's on you. And but the approximate area of the pond is somewhere around 0.44 of an acre, not quite half an acre, but the home site up there, the home site we just saw, and then the old home place on that one too. But a tremendous amount of road frontage, and you're only just a few minutes from downtown Aniana. That's something we need to talk about too, because Aniana has a Walmart. They do have a Tractor Supply. They have a lot of, they do have the county co-op there in Aniana. But these are some of the deed restrictions on the property. And the pricing is next. You can see $89,000 for Tract 1. Tract 2 is $79,000. But give us a call and be looking out for Part 2. But also click the link in the descriptions for the direct link to the property. And again, as always, thanks for watching.